Good morning, my Nistow. Oh, excuse me, MGTOW brothers. I hope everybody's doing fine. We've got to we've got to do some shit and get down the road and get to the company's yard so we can get inspected. Because by God, inspections of our perfectly running, fine, fucking brand new truck are very important. Especially since they're not answering their phone. But the office is convinced we've got to fucking stop our money making and go waste an afternoon because that's what needs to be done. But I hope everybody is fine. It's a beautiful day for a drive, and we're going to have a beautiful drive today. Hello, Grinch. Woof, woof. Hello, Cyber. morning, Mr. Hemi.
Good morning, Sir Pig.
And how are you doing today?
Oh, top of the world, top of the world.
Excellent.
Where are you at? You through Missouri yet?
No, I am going to our yard in Hamsterland to get my truck
Oh,
inspected.
something wrong with it?
Nope, it just apparently is that time.
Oh, how long does that usually take?
Fucking who knows? I've never done it
Oh,
at the St. Louis yard before. I'm guessing it's gonna fuck up my entire day, but hey, that's just me.
probably. Yeah, probably. When are you due to arrive in Chirac?
Tomorrow, and I made the mistake of saying, "Hey, can I get a good number because the phone number on the order is bad." I and I was trying to call um, the place I'm delivering
Yeah.
uh, to see if it was okay to come in early. But instead, they say, "Oh, you need to make a detour and fucking go get inspected and fuck up all of your plans." I don't
Well,
need a
that's too
fucking
bad.
inspection. Yeah. But hey, that's trucking.
That's
Ain't
trucking.
ain't my truck, so I'll do what they tell me. We got 110 miles to go before we get to Hamsterland. Through the mountains, that's probably 2 hours, maybe a little more.
Right on.
And what are you doing today? What you fixing?
Oh,
What
I
you
haven't
making?
got to I haven't got to fix anything yet. I'm grocery shopping this morning. So
Ah,
I didn't get out on the weekend, so
fucking get in front of me like that, you son of a bitch.
that was a friendly honk.
That was a fuck you, motherfucker. Never have four piece of shit. And I really don't think that person understands how close they just came to dying. Hello, Ape.
Greetings.
Greetings. How
I'm
are you
eating my
doing?
my rump T-bone.
Ah, eating your lunch T-bone. Very good.
I got some message back from that person I was talking to earlier. I told you
Right?
about nothing.
Huh?
They found nothing.
Ah, same as I've been finding.
He said give me a couple of ideas or a idea if nobody's tried it, but I will talk to you about it offline.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a good thing because I can't see them not publishing uh, at least a notification of his death somewhere.
I would think that it would be by law you would have to.
Yeah. And I continue to write SCE every day. Almost.
Yeah.
So if you guys aren't, actively involved in reaching out to him, please try it. Uh, or if nothing else, just pray for the man. Because I believe he's incapacitated somewhere. And maybe he can see the stuff and not respond.
I find it very odd that people in the community have his sister on Facebook and she won't respond.
I don't know. He never mentioned his sister to me. He mentioned
Oh,
his son to me, and he mentioned that he didn't really get along with his family.
well, they could probably, he could pass away and they'd have said, screw him.
Uh, but only his son was the one that he talked about, and did stuff with. And hell, he moved from Dallas to be up with his son
Yeah.
and his son's family, so he could be Grandpa SCE and all kinds of stuff like that. So I don't know if the sister would be the best person to contact, anyways.
Right. I think people are just kind of grasping at straws, just trying to, get a lucky break, catch a lucky
Yeah,
break.
I agree.
And this person had access to stuff that we don't. So, you know,
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck? Get that number, EL9Y4T. That son of a bitch just hit me. I gotta make a phone call. EL9
ELY.
EL9Y4T.
Okay.
EL9Y4T.
What state plate?
Get a,
Missouri.
get a vehicle description too.
It's a green, I don't know what.
Oh,
It looked like a General Motors SUV, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. All right. I'll be back in a bit. I gotta make a phone call.
Okay.
get the hit and run.
Somebody's going to have a bad day. Especially when it's on dash cam.
Yep.
And he was in his lane, so they probably weren't paying attention, looking at their fucking phone and drifted into the side of him.
You bet.
"50-50 chance, but I bet it's a broad."
Probably. The odds are like high. So what slab of beef are you eating for lunch today, Abe?
I am eating a T-bone.
There you go.
Not a huge T-bone, but not bad, and it's got really, really good flavor.
Nice.
I found the seasoning I used to put on my steak. The grocery store quit carrying it for like a year, and I would check every time I go in there. Last time I went in there, they had it, so I bought a bottle of it. I should go buy a couple more. But it's called French Quarter Creole.
Okay.
And it's got a little spice. It's got better flavor than like Tony Chachere's, but it's good. I love it.
You marinate them overnight?
Yeah, yes. It's a dry rub basically. I just put it on there and I put it in a glass dish and put it in the fridge overnight.
Yeah.
And I got 2 more in the fridge, so
Ooh.
I'll be eating these for the next few days for lunch, breakfast, whatever this is. Brunch. Be funny if True Blood comes back on his screen and he pulls up behind a state trooper that has that person pulled over.
I doubt it. Cops don't respond that fast. Now, when he calls it in, if he says that they were, I suspect they're drunk. Now, then they might fucking swarm on him.
I had to call in a guy one time that was obviously drunk. He was a danger to himself. He was a danger to me, the wife. This guy was loaded to the gills with booze because he could not drive straight. And he had 2 other people in his pickup with him. State trooper come out of fucking nowhere about 10 minutes after I called because we were on a pretty desolate stretch of highway. That guy come ripping up behind me, went around me, lit that guy up, and it was like, oh, this guy's gonna have a bad fucking night. But he was so fucking blasted that you couldn't get past him. He was swerving all over the place.
Right.
Nowadays, you can't. They could be on their cell phone and swerving all over the place. You can't tell if they're drunk. But this was the right time of the week, the right time of night.
Right.
And he couldn't maintain a lane to save his ass. I generally don't call unless it affects me, but that guy was going to kill somebody.
Rule of thumb, just call them all in as drunk. Cell phone, whatever, don't matter.
And say, I think they pointed a gun.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I think I saw a gun. There you go. Then you'll get a good response.
That brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
Old movie fans in there. Hello.
Hello, Easy. He's in the back room, but nobody can let him in right now.
I'll try to do on my. I don't know if I can on my phone or not.
If you can, what?
True Blood made me a managing moderator. I don't know how to put somebody in there though. Can you do that?
Yeah, that's only for YouTube. That's not for StreamYard.
Oh. And we're in StreamYard, so we're kind of fucked.
Yeah, you can't add anybody to the stream, but you can kick mods out of his fucking YouTube chat if they're nasty to you.
Yeah. All right.
Howdy.
Zombro's in your background. Oh, Zombro's in your background.
Yeah, I saw him when I came back.
Hey guys,
What's up?
not much. Hey, you ever notice every time you mention meat, you always seem to get either me or Saunders?
Yeah, it's one of those weird things in nature.
Yeah. Now you made me hungry. You made me hungry, man. T-bones.
Oh yeah, this is a good one too. Lots of flavor.
Yeah. Well, anything with a bone, you always get more flavor. Always.
Woo. Hey.
That's what I told my ex-wife.
About 6 months ago, I had the best porterhouse pork chop I ever had in my entire life. It was an 1.5 inch thick, bone in. It was $96, but it was worth it.
Holy.
$96 for a fucking pork chop?
A porterhouse pork chop thing weighed 2 pounds.
Yeah, but $96 for a pork.
I was at a steakhouse. You're paying for the ambiance, the whole enchilada.
They had enchiladas there too?
Well, you know what I mean.
That's an expensive pork chop. It better be good.
It was worth it. I get it well done. A little bit of apple chutney on it. It's damn good.
You know, True Blood's fond of those pork chops, but I don't think he'd spend that much.
I usually wouldn't either, but it was a special occasion.
So, Brandon, are you going to make plans with the hamster and then just ditch him, not show up?
I should do that. But I have to figure out how to get a bunch of his friends to come into town from all across America.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought he was coming. And Polska and Ike was supposed to take the train.
Yeah, that fell through.
At least they told us ahead of time they weren't going to make it. We up until Sunday, we thought we were going to be having breakfast with the hamster.
Well, I told you ahead of time Hamster wouldn't make it.
You said that a long time ago.
You damn
You
right.
did.
Hammy, you said that a long time ago.
You did. You guessed it right.
You kept saying every time that you were going over the guest list, like, Hamster's coming, but I just have a feeling he ain't showing. So you called it.
Hemmy's like a Canadian nostril dumbass.
Yeah.
All right, I got to borrow that one. That's good.
No, You Nistows are just so damn predictable.
Hey, did you see my latest community post?
About them trying to get your job lost.
No, that was months ago.
About them
Uh,
speaking Russian?
Well, there's a from right after the fall of the Soviet Union that Slava Ruski saying came up. There's a pamphlet out there that people have taken a picture of the cover of. Can any of you pull that up and look at it while talking to me?
I'm
I
driving.
know. Yeah. No, I guess no. Probably Zombro would be the only choice. Anyways, it's got a fucking swastika right underneath the two-headed eagle for the Russian Empire, and it has in very big letters, Slava Ruski.
What? Fascists and communists are the same thing?
Well, they're not, but after the fall of the Soviet Union, one of the fucking breakaway political parties was the fucking Nazi Party of Russia. And their saying was Slava Ruski.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah. Kush just put out a fucking post yesterday about like welcome to Russia bitches, in which he writes Slava Ruski. So I put the two side by side in a post and called him the real OG of Nistow.
Trademark.
Trademark. Yeah, I should have put the trademark in there. I can still do that though.
So once again, True Blood backs off and jacks off right in Cush's face.
Oh God! So he's
I don't
over in
like-
Russia. That
No.
must be pretty cool.
He's not in Russia.
Oh.
He just loves fucking Russian cock. He thinks it's powerful powerful cock.
He can speak 6 languages, you know.
Well, according to Char, he doesn't speak German worth a fuck. According to me, he doesn't speak Russian worth a fuck.
Well, he look. Regardless of the fact, he's not a stupid man. I mean, he's a smart guy.
Oh, he might be smart, but that doesn't mean he's not a dumbass.
No, I understand that. Intelligence and smart and intelligent are two different things.
Book smart and street smart are 2 different things.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I all I got to do is look over my daughters for that. My older daughter is book smart, but she probably couldn't give you fucking change of $5 if you told her the fucking answer. It's hilarious. But she does surgical sales, so I don't know how that happened.
You know, but both myself and even more so, fucking Seraphin speak Russian, and
Seraphin speaks more. Doesn't he speak French too and Dutch?
I believe he speaks German and English and Russian. I don't know about French, but he probably does.
Yeah, he
And
speaks French.
there's 3 languages in Switzerland where he lives,
Yeah,
which are Italian, German, and French. So he probably speaks Italian too.
but not just any Italian. He speaks that the Alps Italian, that Northern Italian.
Yeah, probably.
They've been speaking that since fucking. It's like a mix of Spanish and Latin, and a little bit of German. It's pretty cool. People from the South can't really understand the people of the North too well. It's interesting.
That's kind of like us and the Canadians. You can't understand a damn thing they say.
About anything.
Well, actually, if you really want to get technical, the Canadians speak proper English. We speak as the our old colonial bosses used to say, They speak pig English or sloppy English.
Hey, we had to beat them into submission to be able to speak sloppy English.
Hey, you know who speak really good English? Like Nigerians, Ghana, Africans. It's hilarious.
Yeah, when they call me and when they're a prince and they need my
Yep.
bank account to put $4 million in.
If you help my father out. Hey, as Michael Scott said, when you get an email from the deposed Nigerian princes asking for help, you help.
Who 346 says the French spoke German for 5 years.
So, some of them very enthusiastically too.
Yeah, and then they got their heads shaved after the war.
Yep.
Oh, I saw a video about that where they had taken movies of the aftermath of World War II, where they were shaving the fucking heads of the collaborators, the females,
Yeah.
and all throughout the fucking comment sections, there were calls for this was all the men's fault. I'm sorry, but I don't believe a single fucking man, except for the homosexuals, sucked any German dick so that they could keep the lights on in their house, or fucking
It's
get
the
up.
men's fault.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was their men's fault for going and getting killed in that war so they could go suck off German troops. Can't wait till they start shaving Ukrainian women's heads then, huh?
It possibly could happen. There's quite a bit of resentment about that shit.
Yeah, they're all on dating sites trying to find a sugar daddy in the United States.
It's not just the U.S. It's in Canada. It's in France, Spain, Germany, all of Western Europe took Ukrainian women in.
Who says all men should learn at least 3 languages, 2 instruments, and self-defense? My instruments are self-defense, personified.
I definitely
Ape,
agree with that.
Ape, you couldn't hurt a fly with that pork sword of yours, man.
Oh, I ain't worried about my fucking pork sword.
I think he was talking about his long-range hole punchers.
Oh, I thought he was talking about, like his natural weaponry.
Yeah, no.
No, fuck. I got European heritage, man. I'm a fucking grower, not a shower. And if we're in a fight, I ain't gonna be showing or growing.
If you start showing in the fight, that's going to get you in more of a fight.
Right.
Or else the guy will run away.
Or in some cases, die laughing. You never know.
Yeah.
Sergeant Grinch says he only speaks "fuck you" fluently.
Well, that's definitely one thing Americans have really taken the cake on. Our slang is just, and curse words are just awesome.
Yeah, True Blood cursed for like a minute one day. Really berated somebody. Just to prove the point that Americans can cuss you out better than anybody.
Oh, hey, Rusty's in the chat. Hey, Rusty.
Ape, did you see that art that I made for Griggs? of the Dolphin and Rusty?
Yeah. Is that who you made it for? Was Riggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a comment on there that dolphin was pillaging his booty.
Yeah, he was. That was exactly what was supposed to be happening.
You,
Even
you
though
know that you know that short that Rusty did about the house, and you scream, "Good," and then you can hear Ape laughing. That is hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah. The
She's
look
like,
on
look at
her
that
face,
house. Look at the roof on that house.
look at this.
that house or that roof is gay.
And then he goes, fantastic. Oh, I lost it. Dallas and I were standing there at the back of that car, and I lost it. I couldn't hold it in. He said, that was a hell of a photo bomb. It was a moving picture bomb.
Well, gents, I'm gonna hit the treadmill. Good seeing you guys. Enjoy your day. Safe driving, Brandon.
Take it easy,
Later, Zombro.
God bless.
Oh, you too, guys. You too.
Yep.
Hemi, you too, man. Safe driving. You said you were driving before. Ape, always a pleasure.
Good talking with you.
And he's gone.
Poof.
Like a goose in the winter.
Yep. Fucking $100 pork chop. What the fuck? I hope he got a fucking. He won the game of smiles doing that. Fuck. I bet it was good though.
It came out the other end the same as a $13 pork chop, though.
Sombro, if I have action or access to a kitchen for 2 days, I will make you a pork chop and you will fucking spit on Ruth Chris.
Farmers pulling the seed drill across the land.
Good.
Makes me think it's time to start the home garden. I got this rhubarb now. It's about 4 foot fucking diameter already. Doing
Holy
well.
shit.
Yeah, it's a fucking monster. It's the third year that it's been there. I took a cutting from another rhubarb somewhere else, right? Like,
Yeah.
took part of the root mass, buried it. So it's on its like third year in this spot. It's happy as shit though.
I don't particularly care for rhubarb, but I'm glad that yours is growing well. I think they're pretty. I just don't like eating it.
Not my favorite to eat. I've got to put strawberry with it if I do anything with it. Might make a
Yeah.
pie or some jam. Some jam. But yeah, it's not something I like too much myself. I'm going to do a ton of celery this year though.
I love celery.
I did 6 of them last year in a row, and they were fantastic. So they really liked the soil I got. So this year
Yeah.
I'm going to do a whole bunch. Yeah.
And if you leave like every fifth plant or so, you won't even have to replant for next year. Good afternoon. I guess, yeah, afternoon for you. Grinch,
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Not too bad. Got back from Lowe's. Had to get some propane for the grill and a couple other things.
Yeah.
Beautiful day, sun shining, birds chirping, and Grinch don't give a damn. It's a good day.
How's the chemo going today?
No side effects so far after I took my pills on the old stomach, so that's good. Where are you?
I am south of St. Louis on Highway 76.
You got a long way to go then.
They're having me go into the shop to get an inspection. So it's going to be sort of a short stream today.
Well, if you would have drank more water, your stream would have been longer. So the family's going to have burritos or enchiladas or some silliness to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Fuck that. That's not a holiday we should celebrate.
That's what I said. I don't celebrate Mexican Independence Day. Why would I care?
It's an excuse to drink.
Okay. Well, if you drink, do you really need an excuse?
Well, apparently you do.
Okay.
I know I'm not going to try and eat any Mexican food today. There'd be no way you could get in anywhere.
I say we tariff them 300%. That's what I say.
Well, get of about I can put a 50% on it.
I'm
If you
sorry,
want
I
to fucking
didn't
send
catch
money to
any
your
of that.
family
You were roboting.
back in Mexico, the U.S. government's going to take half. You're not paying taxes here, so this is collecting taxes. There you go. Fuck you.
Well, at least I caught the end of the statement.
Well, it's if you tax the remittances, where they send money back to Mexico,
Yeah.
or wherever, have their taxes here and call it a retributive fucking tax. Chew up our social services and send your money home. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I just want them gone.
Yeah.
I don't need to tax them. I don't need to house them. I don't need to educate their bastard children. Just send them home. On top of that, why don't we send the Statue of Liberty back home and tell that bitch to go fuck herself and her croissant-loving friends?
She's been naturalized.
She hasn't been worth a damn in almost 100 years.
Oh, it's a woman. What do you expect?
Trouble. Yep. Nothing but trouble. Mm.
I like Japan. Their symbol for annoying is 3 of the pictograms of a woman.
I did not know that, but that sounds appropriate. Earlier, the panel was having a discussion on speaking different languages,
Yeah.
and I had made the comment that the Polacks have been speaking German for centuries.
Well, Poland in itself is a relatively new country. Did you know
True.
that?
Yes.
You know, they had an empire, and then they got conquered. Because if if you think back, it was the Polish that saved the day for the Austro-Hungarians when the fucking Turks were besieging. What's the name of their capital city? Munich, not Munich. On the Danube River there, where Mozart fucking composed all of his.
Oh,
It was the capital city of the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah. Vienna.
Vienna, yeah. Yep.
That's where the sausages come from. Anyways.
So everybody in Vienna has a short sausage?
That's the rumor.
Okay.
And they had them whacked off for the world to eat.
Yikes.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it was the Polish, the Hussars, that came down and fucking took the fucking Turks in the flank, because they were able to sneak their cavalry through the forest and fucking hit them where they weren't expecting to be fucking cavalry charged during the siege of Vienna. And the thing that fucking killed the fucking Polish is as they went after fucking Russia, and they got all the way to the fucking walls of Moscow, further than the fucking Germans did, and got turned back there.
Hmm.
But the Soviets conquered Poland twice in World War II.
Jet was flying overhead, landing at the airport. Seems like the only ones the Russians really have a hard time with are the Finns. They haven't been able to conquer them.
Oh, they trade land all the time. Did you know Estonia used to be fucking the biggest country on the Baltic?
Yeah.
You know, now it's just this little fucking sliver of land. You know, shit, people, you know, things change.
It sure does. The two things that are going to take a long time to change, though, are the gates to North America, the Atlantic and Pacific. And it's going to take a long time to change that. Boy, is it nice out today.
Good.
Yeah, you know it's a nice day when all the geckos are just hanging out, laying in the sun. Yeah, there's a bunch of them just sunning themselves.
Shouldn't they be selling car insurance?
Yeah. Government, what is it? Government Employees Insurance Company, Geico. Yep. I have communist insurance on my Can-Am. Progressive.
Oh, that's just socialist
they have the
insurance.
cheapest.
Social Democrats.
Just another name for assholes.
Mm-hmm. Redistributionists.
Yep. Man, to me it feels later than it is.
Hey, Grinch, are
Yes,
you
sir.
on your phone or are you on your tablet?
I'm on my tablet.
Well, on your phone, take a look at my community posts.
Let's see here. Subscriptions. Hey, guess what subscription comes up on the top of the list?
Mickey Mouse.
No. Let's see here. Home. Posts. Oh, so this is what you were talking about earlier, the Russian double eagle with the swastika.
Yep.
Well, aren't National Socialists fellow travelers of communists?
Kind of. But the big difference between communism and Nazism is the nationalist part. Communism is a international movement. They're internationalists. That's the real difference between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, that post on qualified immunity, I'm going to have to watch that. I like those type of videos, as you know. I didn't realize Cush and his friends were watching your videos so often. 19.2%, huh?
Yeah. I guarantee you that's Beth Beef Curtains doing most of that, though.
I've never understood what people think you have to gain by watching somebody that you disagree with.
What she's doing is she's trying to fucking find something, anything on Rusty. And when Hemi says, don't bring your fucking girlfriends around here, there's a good fucking reason for it. We don't want a fucking repeat of this crazy cunt. For God's sakes, people. Fucking, why am I having to deal with fucking his problems?
Yeah. Well, I texted you my thought about some of the drama. It's just not necessary. When that crap starts, I just, okay, I'm going to go find something else to do.
Yeah.
I leave it up to the host to tell them, don't bring your girlfriends or your bitch ass attitude around.
Yeah. Well, I just want people to whenever they show up, because we had one of them probably, they were pretending to be more, but there was one of them showed up yesterday, a female. Alexis and Lucy were her fucking pseudonyms.
Yeah.
This is not a woman's channel. Never has been, never will be.
This program is not on a 28-day cycle.
No, it's not.
Oh. They've infiltrated everything else. There's some woman that they had on one of the military channels a story about there's some blonde lady suing the U.S. Navy because she wants to become the first female SEAL.
Well, first of all, she never made the fucking PT requirements to even begin, and now she's aged out. So, go fuck yourself, bitch.
Yeah. A friend of mine that I call Admiral Joe, because he was in the Navy, he tried to become a SEAL and got really fucked up in buds. He got fucked up so bad they made him what do they call their admin people? Begins with an E.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the
Yeah, so they couldn't even let him paint the ships anymore because he was just too fucked up. So they had to find something that didn't require, any physicality for him to do to finish out his time.
Well, I had a buddy that I went through boot camp with, and he was super in shape, and he went through corpsman school, and was with the fucking got sent to a line company with the Marines, and while he was there, he got even more in shape, right? And this is probably one of the most physically fit people I've ever known in my entire life. And he washed out of buds as well. People have no idea how fucking brutal that is.
Come on.
Doggy go potty time at the house.
That's a time that needs to happen.
Yep. All 3 black dogs. Yep. Hello, Mr. Zeke. Hello, sir. How's my big guy? Oh, he's a big guy. Yes, you are. Yeah, I'm glad that, I know I said I wouldn't get another one, but I'm glad I did get another dog. Life is better with a dog.
Yep.
Did you and Sam make up after your little tiff yesterday?
Yes, he's promised never to do it again.
Did you get it in writing?
He doesn't know how to write.
Hmm. Did you get him a chorizo roller dog today for Cinco de Mayo?
Nope. Too spicy for him.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to a real estate agent.
So the two female Florida dogs are laying in the grass, and Mr. Zeke went back inside and went laying on the cool floor in the air conditioning.
So he says it's too fucking hot down there.
Oh, he loves it though. He's out with me a lot.
Has he started swimming?
No, I don't think he's a water dog like like my labs were. Lexi and Chloe, especially Chloe. Well, Maximilian loved the water too. So all three of the black labs loved water. Yeah.
Believe it or not, Sammy is a water dog.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
That's good. Yeah.
How do you think I got across the river, senor?
On a flatbed. Sorry about that. I was talking with my daughter.
No skin off my teeth.
They want to purchase a home in the area that they're going to be moving to this summer. So she started talking with a local mortgage person.
Yep.
I muted myself, but another jet was coming in for landing. We're right over the flight path for the airport downtown, a little private airport. So, yeah, so it's a good thing you started now because, by the time you get everything, get pre-approved for the loan, that all takes time.
Yeah, and the first thing, she's putting the horse before the cart. Especially in this day and age, you got to get your house sold first before you buy the new one.
The house that they're living in, the 3-bedroom, 2-bath with the pool and the lanai and 2 acres of land, 2-car garage. Chris's parents own it.
Oh.
They bought it cash 20 years ago. And now it's quadrupled in value. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, so they've been living here for 15 years in this house that they just have to do the maintenance and pay the utilities and taxes. Not a bad deal, huh?
No. Basically, that's as close to free as you can get.
Yeah. The only time I ever had free housing was when I lived in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And trust me, that's exactly what we got, free.
Yeah. Been there, done that, different service.
The barracks were right off the flight line. So when you're running flight ops 24 hours a day, there's no sleep.
Cry me a river. Try living underneath the fucking flight deck on a carrier. Fucking for 2.5 years.
Nah, mine was only a little more than 6 months at a time, and for the longest stint. But we were our squad bay or berthing area, I should say, on the Peleliu was on the same level as the mess deck.
That's convenient.
So you were what, 3-4 decks down from the flight deck, so you didn't hear any of the flight operations.
Yeah, but most importantly, you were like 100 steps away from the chow.
Well, I had to go up to the wardroom for mine, working up there on my first one. Yeah, that was. I thought that was the greatest gig in the world. That's almost like being in the Marine Corps and assigned to the golf course. checking in golfers every day. Or like Pappy was when he come home from his first tour in Vietnam. They made him a lifeguard at Onslow Beach in Camp Lejeune. And then when he was done being a lifeguard, they sent him back to Vietnam. Yeah. I'll tell you, he must have been a ball of fire when he was young. He was on the Camp Lejeune rifle pistol team for competitions and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have been a badass. Yeah. Yeah. Me, I'm just looking forward to possibly going to Texas next year for some hog slaying.
Yeah. Well, you got to figure out your fucking hog slaying sauce. We're gonna be fucking roasting a pig. I'm already getting this fucking thing planned out.
I gotta apple jelly jalapeno glaze that I put on brisket. It goes real well with that. Yeah. There when a twin engine prop. I'm sure you heard it.
Yep. But not too bad. You're hearing it a lot worse than I am.
Well, I don't want you to have to mutiny like you've done in the past.
That's usually when you're having fucking conversations.
Yeah. Ooh, man. Yeah, if I would go inside right now and sit down, I'd probably fall asleep. That time of day. Siesta time. Yeah, but these rounds of chemo I'm getting right now, I'm not getting any steroids like I did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, them steroids, when you take them and they finally get into your system, you're all full of energy with the right ones.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to figure out what lane I need to be in. I think I'm in the right one. But I'm just pulling into Hamsterland right now. And I'm very happy it's not rush hour.
Hopefully, they'll be able to do this work quickly and get you back on the road before traffic.
Well, it's a pretty extensive inspection,
Hmm.
and I'm showing up at fucking lunchtime. So it takes them about 3 hours normally.
So if they started at 1 o'clock, the earliest you're going to be done is 4 o'clock. That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And then I got to drive into Illinois where there's nowhere to park. I think I'll just spend the night in St. Louis.
What time's your drop tomorrow?
Anytime tomorrow, it's a fucking drop and hook.
Oh. We like those.
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
It's 5 hours up there. And if I can get them to tell me what my job following it is, I can time my drive so I have the most time on my clock. But getting them to tell me shit ahead of time is sort of hard sometimes.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
Hamsterland, when it's not rush hour, is actually a pretty decent place to drive.
Definitely has a lot of lanes.
Yep, 4 lanes. And it's not that big of a city. Maybe 1.5 million, 2 million tops.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Well, it's the city of St. Louis is probably going to be less than 1 million, but I'm talking about the St. Louis area, you know.
When I was born, the city of Pittsburgh had about 1 million people. It has about 300,000 now. All right, let's see here. Population of St. The city of St. Louis only has 282,000 people.
Yeah, it's gone way down from what it was, too.
But if I do the area, St. Louis metropolitan area as of 2023 was 2.79 million.
I wouldn't think it was that big. Oh, well.
And Pittsburgh's 2.5. So St. Louis is just a little larger than Pittsburgh. Philadelphia is 6.2.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously fucking huge compared to, like, St. Louis.
Columbus, Ohio, 2.1.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even thought they would top 1 million.
Baltimore's 2.8.
Yeah, but half of what would normally be the Baltimore Metroplex is fucking Washington, D.C.
Yeah. In 2023, the Metro Pittsburgh area had a population of 2.44 million, median age of 42.8 years old, and a median household of $74,000.
Not bad.
Caucasians are 62.5% of the population. Blacks at 22.3%. and Asians at 5.81.
What about Hispanics?
1.7%. Hmm. Well, that's our geopolitical class for today, kids.
Oh, we're almost to the yard. We drive down here and take a left after the big white cock.
Hmm. Well, I guess this gives you a chance to run to the store, grab some supplies, huh?
Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful thing. Spend money instead of make money.
Well, you got to buy food. Can't help it.
I know. I got a bitch too.
That's all right.
Oh my God. They fucking moved the great white cock. Where'd it go? There's no more fucking giant white cock.
It's in the spray booth becoming black.
Oh my God. That's terrible.
Well, you take care, Brandon, and I'll catch you if you're going to restream if you're on the road.
Yeah, I'll put up a new stream if it's going to happen.
Sounds good. Take care.
gentlemen, this is as far as we go today. At least as far as we go until after we get inspected. So no marriage, no cohabitation, no kids. Bring your fucking girlfriend around here. Be good to each other. Stay out of usury and servitude. Say yes to little brown dogs. Even if they shit on your fucking floor, they will fucking make up for it. They're good dogs. Yes, they are. Anyways, peace out, brothers. The golden age of MGTOW is ahead of us. I'll catch you on the road tomorrow. Bye-bye.